My name is Peter Rojas, and the title of my presentation is No, I'm Good. And it's meant a little tongue-in-cheek. The idea is, no, maybe we have enough media to satisfy us, to keep us busy. The inspiration for this was a tweet from everyone's favorite evil billionaire, Rupert Murdoch. A few weeks ago, he said something to the effect that if we don't stop online piracy, if we don't pass SOPA, that people who make movies are not going to be incentivized to make movies anymore, and they're going to simply stop making movies. And so the question I raise is, would that be such a bad thing? Let's take it to the worst case scenario that online piracy completely obliterates the entire content industry. No more new movies, no more new books, no more music, no more albums, no more TV shows, no more anything. I mean, we're talking like a complete, gutting of all of these industries. It's, my argument is that, on some level, we'll be okay. We have a big enough back catalog of content, whether it's books or movies or TV shows or music or whatever, to watch that will be totally fine. In fact, we have moved from a situation of scarcity when it comes to media to complete abundance. We are awash in media. We have so much stuff to consume that it's completely overwhelming us. And, when I was younger, I worked in a record store. This is actually a picture of the record store I worked at. I used to work behind the counter there in Boston. And I was an obsessive record collector. I loved collecting records. I spent all the money I made buying records from the store that I worked at, actually. And I wanted people to stop making music for a little while so that I could catch up. We have 75,000 albums are released every year. That's about 200 or over 200 albums per day. It's more music than you could ever listen to if you tried. It's completely overwhelming for the average person, and we have plenty. 270,000 feature films have been made. It's over 7,000 new films are released each year, and that is not including porn. That's a lot of stuff, right? When it comes to books, there are over, you guys don't know this, you're publishing people, but 300,000 books are published every year in the U.S. alone. And since the invention of the printing press, there have been something like 100 million books have been published. I don't mean copies of books, I mean books. That's plenty of stuff. We have enough to read. Look at that room. Television, there are 1.25 million episodes of television have been made. People could stop making TV, and we'd have plenty of stuff to watch. Believe me, we have too much TV. With music, Grace Note has about 100 million songs in its database. And this is just stuff that's basically been for them to able to track online. There's not counting all the other stuff that has maybe never been recorded or whatever. So, my point is we have tons and tons of content to consume. If people stop, we'll be okay. 8 years. Okay, this is the amount of video that is uploaded to YouTube every single day. So basically, you could dedicate the rest of your life to consuming, basically what's uploaded to YouTube between now and the end of the week. So, do we really need more stuff? We have moved from this situation of like I was saying, of scarcity to abundance, and we have to really think about, the implications of some of the decisions that we're making, and really about, how could we move from a situation from abundance to scarcity? What are some different ways, some different strategies we can employ as a society to get us there? Well, one of the ways would be for the people who actually create stuff to stop making it, right? To go on strike. And there actually was something called the art strike. There's a guy, Stuart Home, he called for this in the late 80s, 1989, that artists would go on strike for 3 years and stop making art as this big gesture against the capitalist system. And it worked really well because we have no art from those years. It's just a complete desert, right? The federal government spends $20 billion a year paying farmers not to grow stuff. Well, why don't we use some of that money to, have creators not create stuff, right? And it's not just the federal government that could do this. We could actually have individuals banding together. Oh, it didn't format right. You're killing me, Brady. I had the font. I found it online. You could have Kickstopper, right? I should have done a JPEG. I'm an idiot. So anyway, you could have, and I'm glad Tobias went before me. So the whole concept, though, is, in the 80s, it talked about home taping is killing music. I wish... Right? We haven't even come close to killing music. Piracy is not killing any of these industries. We're going to have to work a lot harder if we want to stop and and catch up. There's a new Transformers movie coming out this year. I don't think we need another one. I think 3 is enough. We are totally fine. We'll be okay. Thank you. I was actually going to write a book about all of this, but I said no way. I cannot contribute to the problem. Thank you.